Hey guys, and welcome. Today we're going to be talking about whether or not you should buy a used Subaru WRX or you should buy a new Subaru WRX. Before we get into the video, if you want to see more WRX content or more automotive content, please subscribe to the channel. I just went through the long process of looking for a Subaru WRX. I probably spent 7, maybe 8 months looking for exactly what I wanted. I really wasn't sure. I wasn't sure where I was at in my life, whether I needed to get a commuter car, whether I could get a car that I could heavily mod, whether I needed a car with a warranty, and whether I could afford that. So in this 7 and 8 month journey, I learned a lot about Subarus, a lot about WRXs, and I expanded my knowledge about how warranties work, whether or not you want them, and definitely the game you play with. What are you going to do with the car, and is it worth risking that, or is it not worth it when you have a warranty potential? Now, I've always grown up modding cars and being interested in modded cars, but I've always been in a position where a warranty is probably better than your modding potential. Now with the Subaru WRX, that's not necessarily true. There is a vast potential to mod this car and kind of like endless power gains. I'm really not kidding there. You can do tons of stuff, but a lot of that stuff is going to void your warranty if you were to buy a new car. Let's get down to the question. So the question here is, do you want to buy a new WRX with a factory manufacturer warranty and be protected, but not be able to do a lot of the things with the car? Or do you want to buy a used WRX and be able to explore and have fun with the car? And I have a really quick question here. So I've got a question to all you watching it. You, during this video, are going to need to ask yourself, what's important to me? And for many of you, getting a factory warranty might be important. And let me address that first, because my quick answer to this question is you should always buy a used WRX. But now let me cover that little percentage of you that are watching that it might be more important to buy one with a manufacturer's warranty. If you are commuting with this car, you don't have the money to mod it right away, or don't plan on doing any heavy mods, that's anything beyond really an exhaust, get a new one, spend a little extra money, get the manufacturer warranty. It might cause significant peace of mind. And from my experience so far, with Subaru Warranties, I bought this with a little bit remaining warranty on it, and I took it in. I was like, I should get a bunch of stuff replaced while it's still under warranty. I sent my local Subaru dealer a bunch of pictures of what needed to be done, and they ordered the parts, and then they're gonna have me in next week. So far that warranty, that little bit of warranty that I have is, it's great. So Subaru's really great. They're honoring it. Their warranty's good. Like I said before, if you need some peace of mind, the warranty with Subaru is fantastic. I've got no complaints with it. It's a great thing to have. But for most of you that are buying Subaru WRXs, you're not keeping them stock. You might not be tuning them heavily, but you're not keeping them stock. You're not buying it to just drive around and do your own thing. I can say pretty definitively, when you look at WRX owners and who they are and the type, why they're buying the WRX, I can pretty definitively say that you're going to want to buy a used Subaru WRX. But I say this for a couple reasons. Because voiding your warranty is like throwing money out the window. No matter how you look at it, a warranty is going to increase the cost of the car when you're buying it. What's really important to understand here is that, if you're not going to use a warranty to the full extent of what it is, because it's really like an insurance policy, that, the dealer's going to make money statistically on you having it. However, if you're not going to use the full extent of the warranty, you better not pay more for it. And not paying more for the warranty will give you money to do other things with your car. Now, the thing that's really important here is the cost of ownership and the purchase cost. The cost of ownership of a Subaru WRX is really low. You can do a lot of work yourself. The platform's designed to do a lot of the work yourself. And, even if things break, the things that break when we're looking at, let's say a 2015 and above, they're things that they aren't going to be hugely costly. And what you need to consider is that, the cost of ownership with these cars is relatively low. So if you buy it new with the warranty, how much money are you actually saving? And what really can, hit home for a lot of you that are looking at it is when you buy a new car or you buy a CPO, anything with a warranty, it's significantly more expensive than a used Subaru. And if you go out and do the math, there's definitely used Subarus out there that are really competitively priced and, very inexpensive. And if you look at, with that 10,000 miles, and maybe the leftover 26,000 miles and the 36,000 mile warranty, which you could have, the price that you're saving from buying it new is likely going to be, you know, double, triple, quadruple the amount that if something were to break in that first 36,000 miles, it's going to be the cost to fix it. So like, you know, I was looking at a 2018, and even some of the 2017s, because they were a good deal at the time. I was mainly looking at a 2018 because of the redesign. You know, and the car that I wanted was probably 31,000 and change. Now I could bargain that down, but I ended up picking up this one for $23,000, and that's a pretty good price if you think about it. And if you consider that I would get a 36,000 mile warranty, am I really going to use that much money in fixing things during that warranty? And the real answer is no. And, you know, I bought this car, it did have a little bit of a remainder warranty, but there are things that I want to do with it where I don't want to go in and have to fight with a dealer to figure out or not if I can fix it under warranty, because I put an exhaust on the car. And many of you might be like, it's just an exhaust, that, you know, it's not affecting the warranty at all. You never know that until you get into the dealer. I had an exhaust on my Genesis. You know, I was dealing with Hyundai, a little bit different, but, you know, some dealerships wouldn't service my car because of the exhaust, because it does change the power and torque characteristics of the engine. In recap, my recommendation, and I think a lot of recommendations out there, are buy a used Subaru. Unless you're going for the newest model because you're a WRX enthusiast and you want the new redesign in 2020, go ahead and buy it new because you want to be the first person having it. But if you're looking at through the 2015 to 2018 models, you want to buy it used. The money that you're going to save in the purchasing and the availability of what you can do is going to far outweigh having that warranty. And many of you might say it's a new car and it's less likely to break. I'm driving a 2015. I bought it with 27,000 miles. It's 27,000 miles. Like, it's not a lot of, you know, there's not a lot of difference there. Thanks for watching, guys. Let me know below whether or not you think we should buy a used Subaru or a new Subaru.